Dang it, my voice is so deep. I hate this. Oh well, that's what you get for being sick after all. Kilns the Hunter Kate. Even if he lacked his touch point and 6-star, which make him very strong, he's still very good, and plus he can buff him a lot, so now he's actually quite useful, even with his touch point and 6 stars. To explain the Hunter Kate, he is a tank that does a lot of stuff. A tank that can like buff, debuff, have an ultimate buff, also like do a lot of shield shaving too, which compared to most other tank, like the closest one in comparison to 100 EX, I think Kilns is better. Both of his bow attack skill also hit lightning. The first one is a 3-hit bow, hit lightning, that also inflict 15% down everything, also inflict 15% bow resistance down, which is really good, cause 15% down everything, which he has other debuff to cap it out too, is really strong. 5-hit AoE bow, kinda useful from time to time. If the enemy is weak to bow, then you bring it, but most of the time you rather bring the slot for some other skill, and you rather have a 6 stars, so you can just like use a 10 hit and just 10 hit the enemy. His Arrows of Retribution got buffed from JP, and JP did not have the defense buff, and now he also has the defense buff attached to it. It's a counter that retaliates with 150 power bow, also inflict attack down and magic down. If the enemy is weak to bow and they attack multiple times, then he's gonna inflict like a lot of like 1 counter, 2 counter, 3 counter. So he's countering and also breaking the shit at the same time, also inflict attack down that can stack with his other skill, so it's really good. And then he has Detect Weakness, which is kind of like Hami one. Hami has a similar skill to wait, the exact same skill? The exact same skill. The Reveal Weakness that also inflict debuff on everyone. Both his Arrow of Retribution skill and his Detect Weakness skill are inflicting 15% down debuff. They both can stack together with triple 11 shot for a total of 30% down on attack, defense, magic, and magic defense. The first passive that Kilns has is an auto taunt, which is extremely useful since you don't have to like use the skill to taunt the enemy at the start of battle, and also got the buff so that it also inflicts 10% passive attack and magic down, which passive attack and magic down is really rare. So like, it does gonna make him a lot more tankier, combined with his defense buff that he got from his other buff through his counter skill. And once he got his touch point passive, hopefully, he will also like gain 20% health per attack, so he become like very tanky with all these buffs that he has. The second passive is a passive 15% attack up and crit up, and also bow damage up. Doesn't include magic though, so mostly strongest on bow team, but also good on any physical team. And then his ultimate, they buff his ultimate. It's 20% bow damage up and attack up to all allies. In JP, right, it was only 20% attack up to the front row. And now it's like attack up and bow damage up to everyone now. So like, ultimate buff is always strong because it's stacked with existence buff. Stacking 20% attack buff by itself is already a Lynette ult. Stacking an extra 20% make it a much stronger Lynette ult. So he's a taunter that can buff very much like a normal buffer. Has a very strong ultimate buff, also inflict debuff and bow resistance down. He's like, even if it's in bow team, he's useful, but in bow team, he's super useful because attacking that buff and debuff that does everything. And once he gets his touch point, he also can give boost point regen too, so he's really good. By the way, I know that the game isn't like, it's kind of like in a weird state with everything with the bad communication and stuff like that, but if you still do care, then please pull for Kilns. He is really strong and he's still used even now in JP. And the only other character that I can think right now that you would want to skip him to pull for, it might be if they're doing Bravely Default next month, which is Magnolia's coming. But other than that, like, Kilns is a safe pull, so pull for him if you want to.